Tonight on The Crown Talks, internationally acclaimed beauty queen maker and founder of RL's Angels joins us and shares more pride for the Philippines. Some of the notable queens in this roster are Pawensida Druin, Miss Universe 2019 Top 5 finalist, Antonia Porcilde, Miss Supranational 2019, and our very own Binibining Pilipinas Intercontinental 2022 Gabby Basiano. Mga ka-Crown Filipino Pride, RL Lacanienta, only here on The Crown Philippines. Ayan, hi RL, how are you?
Well, I'm good. First of all, thank you for having me here. It's really such an honor to be here sa Crown Philippines. First time to have interview ng live. Usually kasi mga interview ko virtual lang. So thank you for having me here.
Thank you dahil napagbigyan mo kami. And congratulations of course because back-to-back ang win, diba? Grabe mga ka-Crown. Another Filipino pride po ang ating special guest for today, Mr. RL Lacanienta of RL's Angels. So, syempre maraming curious about how do you feel about, syempre the win of Miss Universe Anna, diba? Miss Universe Thailand. So, how do you feel about that first of all?
Well, it feels surreal. Up until now, parang hindi pa siya masyado nagsisink in. Kasi sunod-sunod yung mga ganap eh. So after Anna, alam mo yun, parang sineselebrate ko pa yung victory niya. Pero few hours pa lang nun, biglang merong message dun naman sa team namin kay Gab na parang, alam mo yun, so parang may mga konting emergency, mga ganyan-ganyan. So hindi ko siya naramdaman masyado. And then, the night of that day, Sunday, kasi madaling araw na natapos yung MUT, di ba? So, diretso ng binibini, tapos biglang nanalo naman si Gab. So, sobrang happy din. Pero, sunod-sunod yung mga activities. So, up until now, alam mo yun, hindi ko siya fully na, wala pa kaming victory party. Pero, all in all, every time na mahiga ako, pag pumipikit ako, parang I'm just very thankful when I pray, like, Lord, finally, thank you. Alam mo yun, parang this is my second time for MUT, pero this is really my first time for Binibini. So, sobrang meaningful nung victory na to for me.
Marami nagtatanong because in Thailand, well, marami kasi ang nagsasabi, di ba? Parang contenders talaga ang Thailand and Philippines when it comes to pageantry. Pero you are able to penetrate the Thai pageantry and even, mentor their beauty queens. How are you able to do that?
Well, actually, it all started talaga with Fasay. So, I was given an opportunity to train Fasay for Miss Universe Thailand. So, he was introduced, or she was introduced to me by my former, boss, the owner of Hannah's Beach Resort, the late Colonel Nolasco. So, from there, I trained her for MUT, and then nanalo siya MUT, and then I also helped her sa Miss Universe. Nag-play siya. So, sunod-sunod siya. So, during that time, while I'm training her for MUT, for Miss Universe, kasabay rin niya si Antonia. And, before that pa pala, after MUT, there was also Ploy, Piracha da Conrock. So, parang, yung provincial director niya, they came to the Philippines para magpa-train din for Miss Grand Thailand. So, nanalo siya ng Miss Grand Thailand first runner-up. And then after that, she was assigned to compete for Face of Beauty, which was held here in the Philippines. Tapos, nanalo rin siya. So, after nung tatlong victories na yon, medyo naging familiar na rin somehow yung name dun sa Thailand. So, marami na rin nag-contact after that. So, I'm very thankful.
How are they in terms of, yung reception nila considering that you are a Filipino, diba? Mentoring their Thai queens?
Well, they're very thankful. They're really very thankful. Very contrary dun sa nakikita natin sa social media kasi magkalaban yung Pinoy fans and Thai fans. Alam mo yun, sobrang nagbabatuhan sila. But yung other side nun, yung reality, when you go to Thailand, they really adore us Filipinos. So, kahit hindi ako, I mean, ako yung experience ko noon, yung first time na pagpunta ko doon, nandun pa nga ako sa isang club, meron nang lumapit na parang, hey, you look familiar, are you RL? Tapos, thank you, gumagod siya, thank you for training Fasay and everything, parang ganon. Tapos may mga ibang friends din ako Filipino, nalaman lang nila na from the Philippines sila, tuwang-tuwa sila. Parang, oh, Philippines, I love Pia, may mga gumaganon pa talaga sila. So, parang they really have like high respect for us Filipinos. And yung reception talaga nila sa akin, very warm. Parang mga Pilipino rin na parang pag may mga ibang countries or nationalities na pumunta sa Pilipinas, di ba, we welcome them with open arms. So, ganun din yung nararamdaman ko sa kanila. So, parang I feel that it's my second home, na parang I never felt homesick whenever I go there. So, ayun. So, I hope na sana matigil na yung awayan na yan kasi sobrang good friends naman talaga pag nagkita. Mga Pinoy naman mahilig din sa mga BL series. Alam mo yun, pag may mga pumuntang Thais din dito, tuwang-tuwa rin naman tayo mga Pinoy. So parang we're good friends in reality pero ayun, sa social media siguro hindi talaga natin maiwasan yan eh.
Nakaka-proud, di ba mga ka-crown? Kasi, kumbaga parang the recognition is not just limited within the Philippines, pero even, our neighbors abroad are recognizing Filipino talent and excellence naman talaga. We're all very curious about how you train the newly crowned Miss Universe Thailand, who is Anna. Paano ba nagsimula lahat yung training nyo? Gaano katagal ang training? Was it you who reached out to them or they reached out to you?
Well, actually, it all started when one of her managers reached out to me. So it was in April, as far as I remember. I went to Thailand, or I'm about to go to Thailand for me and actually Gabby to receive an award. So I posted something na parang see you Thailand or something like that, and then one of her managers reached out to our common friend who is also a Thai. So parang my Thai friend sent me a message na, hey, are you coming to Thailand? And then I confirmed na yes, I'm coming. And then right after that, after a day yata, parang nag-PM na yung manager niya and asking if I can also train Anna, if they can have me or if they can get me as their official trainer. So doon na nag-start. So sinabay ko na sa pagpunta ko dun sa Thailand to receive an award. So medyo in-extend ko yung stay kasi supposedly for that event I'm just gonna stay there for around 4 to 5 days lang eh. But then since ito pumasok yung training na to, in-extend ko ng konti. So that's why parang naiwan ako ni Gab noon. Umuna na si Gab pabalik for Binibini, tas ako medyo naiwan ako doon for training naman kay Ana. So yung first training na yon, it took us around 5 days, 5 to 6, or yeah, around 5 days. And then after that, her team asked me if I can go back sa following month to have, kasi ang start ng MUT is in July. So they really wanted na parang to send Anna before the audition na well-prepared na talaga. So they asked me to come back in June. So I stayed there for 10 days.
Na-satisfied?
Yeah. So I'm very happy and sobrang ano ba tawag dito? Parang I feel so parang it's a compliment eh kasi parang pinabalik ka. So, ibig sabihin, nagustuhan talaga nila yung kind of training na ginawa ko nung first, di ba? So, ayun. So, I made sure na parang she's well-prepared na talaga before the audition. And, ayun na. So, after nun, official candidate na siya. We still keep in touch. So, minomonitor ko din yung progress niya. Kung may mga correction, bibigay ako ng mga feedbacks. Kinokorek din niya. Nagsisend siya ng mga video sa akin. So, sobrang hardworking ng girl na yon. So, kahit wala ako, minsan magsisend yan ng video niya, ng pasarela niya. Yung eksaktong pinractice namin, ayun, parang for me to check kung tama ba yung nagawa niya.
Which area did you work on for Anna? I mean, mas yung nagbigay ka ng focus?
Siguro more on stage performance. Kasi she never had any formal training. She had an experience of joining pageant, Miss Thailand. Pero as in, wala siyang experience noon. That was her first time. So she was sharing to me na parang she never had any formal training. So yung binibigyan ko siya ng exercises, parang, uy, parang first time kong ginawa to, something like that. And then, one of her weaknesses is her walk, especially yung expression din niya. So, parang dun ako nagbigay ng attention at saka ng focus. So, actually, malaki yung improvement niya, pero I believe that there's still more to improve. But, yeah, I'm happy naman dun sa performance niya. So, at least, na-improve naman niya yung weakness niya na yun.
Overall, RL, when you train, how do you do your assessment of a girl as to whether parang, ito yung weakness niya, dapat dito kami mag-concentrate. Ito naman, we need to highlight your strength. How do you do that?
Well, I always start my training with a pep talk. So, whenever, alam mo yun, especially kung hindi ko kilala yung girl, or yung student kasi sometimes nagte-train din ako ng guys. So I always conduct a talk. So kinikilala ko muna yung tao. So ako kasi mabilis ako makabasa ng personality eh. Mabilis ako makabasa ng character ng tao. So yung attitude and everything. So inaalam ko talaga muna yon. So kasabay na nun is yung mind setting. So, inaalam ko kung ano yung mga expectations nila, what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses, coming from them. And from there, dun ko na, okay, so siya yung tao na klase ng ganito, na ganyan-ganyan. So, medyo alam ko kung paano ko siya i-handle. Then, in terms of passerella, ayun, ina-assess ko muna siya, okay, please walk mga 10 rounds. So, wala ko sinasabi, talagang ino-observe ko lang siya from head to toe, mga galaw niya, from expression. So, I take notes, all of that, or all of those. And then, from there, ayun, iniisa-isa ko na siya. Tapos, ako kasi parang there's no such thing as parang one training fits all. So, each student, they have their own approach. Kasi iba-iba rin sila ng personality, iba-iba rin sila ng coping mechanism. Merong iba fast learner, merong iba slow learner. So I really have to adjust. Merong iba tamad, merong iba masipag, alam mo 'yon. So ang mas stressful na part doon is yung parang more on mental game mo with the trainees. Kasi parang you really have to work on their mindset. Lalo na dun sa mga ibang students na parang, alam mo yun, parang yung mindset, kulang sa disiplina. Alam mo, yung hirap pukpukin. So parang ano pa bang kailangan kong sabihin para ma-realize nila na parang they really have to do this or what's gonna be the outcome after doing that. So,
Since nabanggit mo rin na training is also kind of personal, at the personal level na rin, no? Maganda yon kasi you really get to know the girl. Baka naman for the fans of Anna, Miss Universe Thailand, what was it that you discovered about her personality?
what I discovered, she doesn't fear anything. Sobrang fighter niya. She doesn't fear anyone. So when I ask her na parang, are you afraid? Are you nervous? The competition is ready. No, no coach. She called me coach. She calls me coach. So sabi niya, no coach, I'm not afraid of anything. So parang, when she meant na parang she's not afraid of anything, lahat naman tayo merong fear. Pero I mean, siguro yung parang she's a fighter. She has this fighter spirit na parang kahit she will try her best to overcome that fear. Haharapin niya yon. So that is something what I saw in her and what I really appreciated. Especially, ang pinaka pinupukol sa kanya is yung English language sa kanya. Tinitira talaga siya ng mga fellow countrymen niya about her language. Doon siya kini-criticize na no, she's not gonna win because she cannot speak English. Wherein in fact, she can speak English. Parang paano siya matututo sa akin if she cannot even speak and understand English? So, when I talk to her, ganito rin yung speed, mabilis. I don't adjust na parang, you go there. No. As in, diretso lang and she can understand. So, ayun, lahat ng mga challenges, challenges na pwede niyang harapin when we're having like training, nakikita ko talaga sa kanya na parang, aaralin ko 'to. So, I will do my best to learn this. So, ayun, sobrang fighter niya talaga.
She's very driven, no? Nako, paano na yan? Grabe, mukhang magandang laban for Miss Universe 2020 talaga to. So, tinatanong nila, ikaw pa rin daw ba ang magte-train hanggang, hanggang Miss Universe? Kasi syempre, you're a Filipino, maraming na takot na. You're sharing your talents dun sa, syempre, competition pa rin naman yun. Paano yun?
Well, actually, I really love her and she knows naman na parang she has my full support. But however, I mean, after winning Miss Universe Thailand, of course, just like any other pageants, they're going to be under their organization already. So yung preparation, I believe that their organization has their own set of, plans and even set of people who are assigned for her preparation. So, maybe in step aside muna ako ng konti. So, yung organization yung bahala sa preparation niya.
But if they reach out to you, tapos sabihin, can you continue training Anna for Miss Universe? Okay ka lang?
Of course, I would really want to. Alam mo yun? So, parang especially I know her life story, her humble beginnings. I know that this is really her dream. And I was part of her journey dun sa national pageants. And of course, I would love to be all the way, to be part all the way dun sa Miss Universe journey niya. So if they reach out, of course, I would be more than glad to extend my help to them.
Paano naman yung reaction mo on some of our kababayans who are really, kind of worried na we're sharing some secrets na dapat for our Philippine delegates na lang muna sana. So, paano naman yan?
Well, I actually do understand. So, parang they have their own. Actually, I've been reading comments din like that ever since when I trained FASAI. So, parang I've been reading like parang sinishare yung what you call it, trade secrets ng country. However, in my opinion naman, everything that I do sa training is all coming from myself. So I formulated all of this. Parang I never even attended any trainings from different teams, from different camps na parang kukunin ko siya or alam mo yun, pinirate ko yung modules or no eh. So parang I didn't owe this from the whole country itself na parang I wasn't, alam mo yun, kumbaga the government subsidized you for this na parang okay, we will train you to be a trainer, something like that, but you have to, alam mo yun, to just do this only here in your own country. So everything that I do all came from my own experience talaga. So, alam mo yun, from the time that I started, ako yung unti-unti kong fina-formulate yung lahat ng mga modules. So, I think na parang it's fair enough din naman na to share din. And for me, although may mga some other, of course, are kababayans na medyo disappointed or upset about it, I do understand and I respect your feelings. However, hindi ko naman pinagpupusyan. Pero, for me kasi, this is also somehow a part of representing Filipino talents. So, parang this is no different. Yung mga, di ba, tayo nga, pag sa mga sports, nag-hire din tayo ng mga international coaches sa basketball, sa boxing, di ba? So, parang for me, parang it's really an honor na parang yung mga other countries, parang I still carry with me the pride of Filipinos, the pride of the Philippines whenever I go, na parang kilala tayo as parang magaling tayo sa pageant powerhouse, parang ganon.
And at the end of the day, it's going to be dependent on the girl pa rin naman, diba? So, even if you trained her kapag dun sa contest proper at hindi pa rin niya ginawa, siya pa rin ang accountable doon, diba?
Exactly. So parang training is just part of it, but at the end of the day, it's the girl talaga eh. So parang that's actually the reason why most of our Filipina queens have been like doing well in international pageants because of their heart, the spirit, alam mo yun, the grit, the passion. Yun eh, na something na parang dun sa ibang countries or wala pa sila. They may have the most complete technical training, but if they don't have that internal burning passion, alam mo yun, they wouldn't win it. So parang you don't have, alam mo yun, you don't have anything to worry about naman sa Filipino representative natin, even if I don't train them. I mean, we have a lot of good trainers here in the Philippines. So parang we have to trust them na lang din. So ayun.
Grabe talaga, no? And speaking of the queens that you've trained abroad, some of them are, can you name most of them are from Thailand.
Yeah, I trained, of course, I started with Miss Universe Thailand 2019, Pawinsuda Druin. And then after that, I trained Pirachada Kunrak. So she won Miss Grand Thailand first runner-up in 2019 and then won Face of Beauty. And then after that, Antonia, of course, Miss Supranational. And then sa other countries pa, aside from Thailand, yung sumunod nun is Yuki Sonada. So she won Miss Universe Japan, second runner-up, 2020. Then there's William Badal, Mr. Venezuela, Mr. Supranational Venezuela 2021. And a lot more pa. So meron pa sa Brazil, meron Chile last year. Antonia Figueroa, Miss Universe Chile, and this year I will be also training their organization. Get me to be their official trainer for their Miss Universe Chile this year. So sobrang
Nakaka-proud. Kami nang magsasabi, nakaka-proud ka, RL. RL, ba't ang galing mo? Yun na yung tanong na, yun na lang yung natanong ko talaga. Ba't ang galing?
may mga times din na I still, alam mo yun, minsan may doubt para ginawa ko ba yun or something. Parang minsan nga pag may mga tumatakbo from other countries, I always ask myself na parang, am I good enough? Really? Kinukuha niyo ako? Parang I ask. Kasi meron akong complex na nakuha. I mean, kasi dito sa Philippines, di ba? Parang it's actually my 12th year of, sending girls for national pageant. So, dito sa ika-12 year na to, dito lang ako nagkaroon ng first crown for Binibini. So, when I started in 2010, year after year, alam mo yun, parang lagi ako nag-fail. So, I almost give up. I almost question myself, my capabilities. Para dito ba ako? Nakakatulong ba ako? Or mas nakakasama lang yung training ko? Hindi ko napapanalo yung mga girls? Mas better ba kung sa other trainers na lang sila? So, may mga ganun pa rin akong dala-dala ko based from my past experience. So, ngayon, pag may mga from other countries were really coming up, sometimes napapaisip ako ng ganun. And I am thankful na lang din sa mga friends ko who actually support me a lot, who believe in me na, huy, ano ka ba? Ang dami mo na na-accomplish. So, parang, of course, you have what it takes naman. So, ayun.
Grabe yung story. Siyempre, kumbaga, years of experience, nag-build up, diba? From one year to another, from one failure up until to your success. Siyempre, hindi natin pwedeng hindi pag-usapan ang ating binibining Pilipinas, Intercontinental, Gabby Basiano. How's Gabby? Have you spoken to her after the coronation?
Well, after the coronation, we pick her up dun sa backstage na going home. So, parang we hug, parang medyo konting teary-eye. But, alam mo yun, after that, dumiretso na kami ng condo, hinatid na namin siya sa condo, and then konting kwentuhan lang, pero everyone is tired. So nakatulog si Gabby with her makeup on sa sofa pa. Sa sofa pa siya. Tapos ako, wala rin akong tulog. Yung mga designers ko, sila Ken and Jevin, wala rin tulog kasi nagkaroon nga ng emergency dun sa gown niya. So wala kaming tulog nun hanggang umabot yung pageant. And then right after that, tuloy-tuloy yung media tours nila, interviews and everything. So hindi kami masyado pang nakakapag celebrate. So parang yung usapan namin is more on, anong plano, anong isusuot, anong look. So puro ganon. So it was only like 2 days ago na parang nag-general meeting kami sa aming small team na kung ano ng plano for the Miss Intercontinental competition.
Sobrang inaabangan kasi it's been, 2 years in a row that Gabby has been, showcasing excellent performance under your mentorship, under your guidance. How was the journey with Gabby, and how was the training since last year?
Well, the journey, it was actually fun. there are also there's also some ups and downs, of course. Hindi naman mawawala yon. We actually face a lot of challenges, especially this year. But the overall journey, it was actually fun. And what I really like the most is parang laid back lang kasi yung training namin ni Gabby. There's really no pressure. Alam mo yun, more on we're just enjoying it. Yun kasi yung focus ko kay Gabby. Kasi meron siyang tendency na pag na-pressure siya, kinakabahan siya. So, laging ang pinaka-focus binabantayan ko sa kanya is yung mental health niya. Dapat, alam mo yun, you're at peace. Dapat positive ka lang always. But ang pinaka ano lang talaga dun sa journey, ang haba nun eh. Kasi 'di ba 2020 pa lang binibini, tas biglang na postpone. Tas 2019 pa lang nagpe-prepare na kami for binibini 2020. So ang tagal na namin magkasama, like more than 3 years already. What I really like about what happened is parang mas naging yung relationship namin. So it's no longer like a coach and trainee relationship. So we're like magkapatid talaga. Pero syempre, may boundaries pa rin eh. Pag training, what I like about Gabby is she's very professional. So pag training kami, alam mo yun, kaya niya mag-switch na parang okay, hindi mo na kita, wala mo nang biruan and everything. So seryoso siya. Pero all in all, parang yun, magkapatid kami. So we share lahat ng mga experience namin, even personal things. Nag-share kami. Parang, especially, di ba, nawala na yung kuya niya. So sabi ko, and her mom. So sabi ko, ako nang papalit sa kuya mo or something like that.
So talagang
Very love ko yan.
grabe yung hindi lang talaga trainer-trainee ang inyong relationship, 'di ba? And I think nakadagdag 'yon sa pag-boost ng confidence at ng performance ni Gabby. Okay. So, when you heard Gabby getting the Binibining Pilipinas Intercontinental crown, what was your reaction?
Well, we were all happy kasi actually we're really gunning for the international crown. Pero nung malapit na yung competition, Day, wag na tayong maging choosy. Alam mo yun, kahit anong crown, kesa naman sa third time pa. Alam mo yun, kasi grabe yung pagod talaga. Parang I don't want Gabby to experience another, alam mo yun, parang challenging, I mean, yung another pagod. Kasi ang dami, financially, physically, emotionally, dadaan ka na naman for another year. So sabi ko, Gabby, ayusin mo yun lang yung performance mo. You're good na eh. Alam mo yun, kakoronahan ka, basta ayusin mo lang. Gawin mo lang yung, alam mo yun, yung ginagawa natin. So when she was called Binibining Pilipinas Intercontinental, tumayo na kami, sigaw kami. And if you can watch the video, I mean, her face is really, talaga happy. Alam mo yun, talagang authentic yung swimsuit and gown pa lang, umiiyak na nga siya. So, di ba? So, parang ganun namin ka-appreciated yung award, saka yung recognition and victory.
RL, last year, she won Best in Evening Gown. So, yung pressure at yung expectations this year, talagang ang taas. And, hinigitan nyo pa, not just the evening gown, but even the swimsuit. She's best in swimsuit. Hindi na uubusan ng idea si RL, diba? How do you keep the ball rolling? How do you keep the momentum?
Yeah, well actually, it was not only my idea, especially dun sa mga creatives. Parang I've been working with my team, which is Ken and Jevin, the ones who designed Gabby's gown last year and this year. So I'm very happy that they're very collaborative in terms of ideas. They're very open. Kasi minsan ang challenge kasi sa designers, parang talagang, okay, this is my design. This is what I'm gonna do. Parang ganon. But this time sila, hindi eh. Parang pag nag-request ako, gagawin nila, i-incorporate lang nila sa sarili naman nilang version and aesthetic. So that's what I really love about them. Tas ayun, ang ganda talaga ng chemistry namin. So hindi ko masyado ma-explain, but nagkakasundo kami. So never kaming, alam mo yun, walang may mataas na ego, walang may mataas na pride. So everybody give way. Alam mo yun? So, ito muna, ito yung sa akin, sa'yo, ganito. Then we meet halfway and then we can create a whole, alam mo yun, good masterpiece.
That's the word, chemistry, tsaka yung collaboration, harmoniously working together. Because that's very important talaga, no? Ang hirap naman yung makatrabaho mo, tapos yung parang hindi nagja-jive ang inyong mga preferences. Ayan, ang dami nating natututunan kay Sir RL. Okay, so is there any difference in terms of training, someone who's a foreign candidate to a Filipino? Meron ka bang meron ka bang mas preferred na i-train? Meron bang ganon? Na parang, parang gusto ko na, parang mas okay ang Filipina na lang i-train.
Actually, wala. Kasi iba-iba pa rin sila ng ano eh. Just like what I've mentioned earlier, they have their own personality. So, parang iba-iba talaga. So, yung approach, iba rin talaga. So, parang minsan may mga similarities, parang may mga traits yung some of the Thai women that I've trained, may mga traits sila na parang traits din ng Pinoy na parang, wow, before akala ko yung mga Pinoys lang yung uhaw na uhaw. Yung talagang tutok sa training, talagang sige gagawin ko to. Kasi may mga na-train ako before, like coming from Western countries, ang bilis nila mag-give up. Alam mo yun, parang pagod na kaagad sila. So, ayun, dun mo masasabi iba-iba talaga. Pero me as a coach, it's my role and my job na pag nag-give up yung trainee mo, it doesn't mean na I have to give up as well. So, it's my role to encourage them na parang to encourage them to keep on going, alam mo yun, which is for me is really such a big challenge. So, dapat meron kang mahabang pasensya talaga. Meron kang dapat, alam mo yun, tamang way how to explain it because there are some students na parang before nila gawin yung sinasabi mo, you have to explain why. Hindi yung pwedeng, gawin mo to, gawin mo yan. Why? For example, Fasay. Ganun siya. Before, she's a why person. Let me know why, and then I'll do it. So, I explained to her, parang mga gano'n, the reason why you're doing this is ganto, 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 that's why ganto, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. Even sa question and answer, mga ganto, 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 blah, blah, blah.
Iba-iba pala talaga, diba? Based din sa personality at sa strengths sa strengths ng isang trainee. Okay, grabe, no? Do you ever get tired? RL? Do you get tired? Kasi eto nagkasabay halos overlap ang Miss Universe Thailand and then Binibining Pilipinas. And you really have to keep up with the momentum, the expectations. Do you get tired?
Of course, sobra. But you know what? I get tired more on mentally and kasi what you call this, I'm an empath. So, physically tiring, yes, it's tiring physically, pero kaya ko eh. Alam mo yun, pero yung mental mo, yung madidrain ka rin. Kasi parang I'm an empath. So, pag yung mga students mo parang mag-show ng negative vibes, I absorb it. Para lang mawala sa'yo yan, I absorb it, papalitan ko ng positive. So, parang ganun eh. So, pag may mga problema sila, I absorb it. So, parang, alam mo yun, yung mga stress nila, pag na-feel ko na na-pressure sila, I absorb it. So, parang lahat yun nakukuha ko. So, that's why, minsan, papaalam ako, I just have to, alam mo yun, be alone one day without thinking of anything. Wala akong bubuksan. Kasi, drain talaga ako. As in burnout. So parang nanlalambot ako. So I have to clear my mind. So before, lalo na yung especially yung last stretch ng pageant, MUT and Binibini, talagang I'm protecting myself from any negativity talaga. So pag minsan may mga mapupuntahan ako or pag nagbabasa ako per negative, I just close it because my girls need me. Pag kasi bumagsak yung ano ko nun, alam mo yun, yung power ko, wala akong mabibigay sa kanila. So, yun.
Holistic kasi ang training ngayon not just on one area, diba? Kaya talagang kung bigay ka ng labas, madidrain ka talaga. Sabi nga ni RL. Grabe. So what's next for RL? You have already a Miss Supranational crown, meron kang Miss Universe, 'di ba? Na title holders na may placements and some other titles as well. And then meron ka din sa Binibining Pilipinas. What's next for RL?
Ano ba? Well, actually, wala naman akong concrete plan na in terms of like goal for, I wanna have, well, of course, syempre, sino bang ayaw na makakuha ka ng Miss Universe title? Talaga yung main Miss Universe title. But that is not actually my goal naman. But what I would just like to happen is, wala, continuous lang because I really love this. I call this now as not only as passion, but already a profession. So, a career. So, sana continuous lang. There will be more people who will believe in me. So, patuloy ko pa rin ginagawa yan. And, my dream talaga is to put up my own school in the future. So, I really want it talaga. So, parang at least, as long as, gusto ko kasi na-i-impart ko talaga yung knowledge eh. So, I'm also planning to have like, to extend my training in terms of not only for pageant candidates, because I started as a fan. Alam mo yun, parang, and I became a dreamer. Nung pinapanood ko yung mga big camps before, I really want to be like that, and soon I will do that. Alam mo yun, so ngayon, my vision in the future is for me to extend also my knowledge to those aspiring people, mga fans na who would like to train as well. Kasi I've been receiving, parang I wanna be like you po, parang I wanna be a passerella trainer, I really wanna be like this, Q&A trainer. So, alam mo yun, parang I'm thinking how, or ano ba, magpa-workshop ba ako, or alam mo yun, so I also want that. Parang ganun.
Grabe, nakaka-inspire. And yun nga yung sinasabi nila na ingredients for success. Siyempre, determination, hard work, and you share your talent, your blessings, so you can be a blessing to others. Kaya naman super successful si RL. At hindi malayong mangyari yung kanyang mga goals in the future. Last thing na lang, RL, probably hingan ka namin ng message for kay kay Miss Universe Thailand, Anna. So, I hope she's watching. So, what's your message for her?
Well, hi Anna. My message for you is that first, congratulations for winning Miss Universe Thailand. You know how much I supported you. You know how much I am rooting for you, and I'm very happy to where you are right now. And although I may not be already, or I may not be part of your Miss Universe journey anymore in terms of preparation, but please do know that my all love and support still goes to you. So wherever you are, I'm cheering for you. I'm there with you in spirit. So I'm gonna be cheering for you in Miss Universe. So I really wish you all the best, and I really hope that you will bring the third Miss Universe crown in your country. I'm so proud of you.
Good luck, Anna. And syempre, your message for Gabby. She's leaving na October, no? Or September?
Baka September eh. Baka September third week. Yeah. So, Gabby, alam mo naman lahat na yung mga sasabihin ko sa'yo. You know how much I love you. You know how much I'm so proud of you. Thank you also for giving pride to me kasi you know what? Parang, I forgot. I think a night before, she messaged me, Kuya, sana makapagbigay na ako ng corona sa'yo dito sa Pilipinas. I was really touched. Alam mo yun? And then may nagkwento sa akin during the screening. Hindi ko yun binigay yung script niya. Kasi during the screening, they have like a script na parang, or they will be given a chance to have a talk or parang to introduce themselves. So parang meron siya nasabi na, yun niya, parang she's joining because not only for herself, but also for my mentor was not being recognized in his own country. When I heard that, I was like, oh my God. So parang she's really selfless. So thank you for that. I really appreciate that. I know that you can bring the back-to-back crown to the Philippines in Egypt. So definitely I'm gonna be with you in your journey. Well, that's the goal, but hopefully talaga matuloy because I really wanna be with you na parang to actually celebrate that victory in Egypt. So, lagi lang dito si Kuya and di kita pabayaan. Love you. And I'll see you later.
Yes, and totoo po yan, no? May interview din po kami mga ka-crown with Gabby Basiano, Binibining Pilipinas Intercontinental, at panoorin niyo po yan sa ating YouTube channel, The Crown Philippines. And RL, before we let you go, probably you'd like to promote something and give thanks, or you have a message to your followers.
To everyone who would like to follow our journey, you can just follow us on our social media account. We have for Instagram, you can just follow RL's Angels. It's RLS Angels. Then we also have Facebook, which is also RL's Angels. And we also have TikTok. So I post some of our trainings there. So you can also RL's Angels. And right after the victory for Miss Universe Thailand and Gabby, I've been receiving a lot of comments, a lot of messages, congratulatory messages. So I really, really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support, and to those who are proud of me despite na parang may tinitrain ako sa other countries, thank you so much. And I promise that I'm gonna make you proud pa rin. So even kahit sino pa yung itrain natin, hawak ko pa rin yung Filipino flag talaga, Philippine flag.
Yan, and so there you have it, mga ka-crown. Premier Queen Maker, RL Lacanienta. Yay, only here on The Crown Philippines. Until next time, mga ka-crown, thank you for watching. And again, we'll see you only here on The Crown Philippines. Bye!